different kind of day because today we're actually not going to be working on Roblox, nor actually, we actually had a stream like this, but it was kind of a different stream already. So before, we've been doing a lot of like dev streams, brainstorming streams, gameplay streams, etc. Lots of fun stuff. Today, we're going to be focusing more on what's the word? We're going to be focusing more on playtesting. As you guys know, I really enjoy playtesting. I've done it a lot in the past. We saw a lot of it during the GDKO Game Jam, and today I'm going to be extending my review services to gmtk if we have any takers. There's a great possibility on today's stream that we get nobody, but you know, that's a risk that we must take. It's also like time zones, everything else, all sorts of crazy stuff. I don't know. We'll find out. This is going to be an experimental stream. I'm also going to make sure I'm going to bring back the... Oh, it's already connected. Okay, so theoretically speaking, if someone does talk and stream, I'll be able to hear you guys. I think that will help me talk to you guys better when I'm reviewing. If anything, I think this technology is going to be very beneficial. But regardless, with all that being said and done, let's get it started. And by get started, I mean we're going to just throw the invitation to the GMTK people and see if we have anybody who actually would like to start or watch us. I'm going to send him over to the Twitch if possible. Let's get the link. Channel. Get the link. Good enough. Channel. You guys can already hear my voice. Hey everyone, I am live streaming playtesting for the next couple hours. Feel free to stop by and share what you have been working on. You know what? Let's also give him my YouTube because I think that is useful. Also, I hope that chat is functioning as intended. Guess I can double check while I'm writing this. I don't see anybody joining in yet, so we are still in the clear as of right now. View my channel, playtesting GMTK. Let's also give him my YouTube. All that is said and done. Let's also give him my Discord. Maybe I'm being a little bit greedy right now, but I think it's fine. Tis fine. I really should also optimize some of these things. Yeah, should be. whatever. I'm not going to overthink this. If we have people join in to share their games, I guess I can also just play test games just randomly. I think that's also an option. Okay, anyways, let's honestly, maybe that's how I'm going to start, because we don't really have anybody yet joined in. Let's take a look at the jam and see if there are any interesting things I can take a look at already. And tonight I'm going to probably just be ridiculous and try to... I've made some progress. I'm not happy enough to really showcase it. It's bad. It's bad. Oh, did Twitch pick a really funny thumbnail? I'm not surprised. Let me take a look. I'm actually curious now. I want to see what the thumbnail for my stream is. Wait, where can I find? Is it on the Discord? I look scared. I am very scared. That's actually funny. Aldo, wait, I can't hear you. Wait. Let me see if this works. Kind of worried. Wait, try chatting. Try chatting again. Okay, I don't hear it. Is it not working? I guess that's not the worst failure state for this. Is the user voice? I think it actually just... Okay, it wants you to reset the service, so I'm going to just completely reset it. I got to figure out a better way of making this thing work, because the way how it is inconsistent is not fun. I like consistency, if possible. Actually, I probably should make sure... Wait, no, I know I can hear audio because I could hear the stream earlier. Let's set up the service, WebSocket, start server. Theoretically speaking, should connect. Okay, and now let's give it a test. Let's give it a whirl.
Urbandrii says test.
Oh, there it goes. Perfect. Everything's all set to go. I can now hear chat if chat happens to join in. Now let's switch to... I'm going to duplicate it. Probably the safest option at this point. And let's make our playtesting setup really fast. What window is it capturing? Oh, that explains it. Good enough. I don't know if maybe I should invite people to recommend games you can playtest. Does anything stand out to me actually? And is there like, so it's sort of popular right now. A lot of games have been submitted so far. Let's narrow it down to play in browser. Oh wait, I know this. I saw this guy talking about his. He added Cloudflare. That's actually amazing. Kind of ridiculous. People have put in 94,000 clicks. Wait, I need to like...
Canary__ says sorry, stepped away for a sec.
No worries, I'm just playing this clicker game. He had a click print thing where we can see like... I saw him talking about that. I wonder what will get us to the rank 100. It's a very simple idea. Very clever.
Canary__ says it's visually appealing.
Yeah, it definitely is very visually appealing. I like it's really interesting because like I can see that it's actually like the full browser page.
Songer says hola.
Hello Songer, how's it going?
Canary__ says concha. P4Songer says I.
How's the game jam going, Songer?
P4Songer says I am going.
Oh, I can use a spacebar? Oh, that's so much better. My piano fingers are much better at using the spacebar. What? What? That's ridiculous. Ridiculous! They're telling me to take a break. I barely even got started. I'm a cookie clicker, whatchamacallit? A cookie clicker veteran. You're going.
Canary__ says Fingies.
Okay. Brutal, I know.
P4Songer says brutal.
Okay, well, what I'm going to do is while they're forcing me to not click, let me see if anybody else in gmtk.
Canary__ says I cut his hair off BTW.
Oh, yeah, forgot to mention that. I got a haircut.
Canary__ says what do you guys think? P4Songer says which one? P4Songer says LUL.
$20 more seconds.
P4Songer says it looks good.
No, it looks great. It is fantastic.
P4Songer says I'm trying to remember how to goat it.
Yeah, no, this jam is in
P4
part.
Songer says my brain is very melty.
Oh wait, I'm back. Wait, just let me click. Tap it. It's I can see it's not letting me not counting all my taps. Let's get into the top 10 leaderboard.
Canary__ says, can I change my voice yet?
Not yet, just because I haven't set up the API in a service. I think I could manually add your voice in as something, whatever you want. But you'll need to let me know, like, what voice characteristics.
Canary__ says, table here, flip this.
I didn't have time to! I've been busy! I have, like, a long list of stuff that I have to,
P4 Songer says, are you going to get this thing to 0?
I don't think alone, especially because they're not letting me, click. Like, if I can see, based off the little, the special effect thing on it, that it isn't counting all my clicks. Even though I'm using like a triple click method, it's not actually counting them. I'm almost better off just like doing at a slower rate.
P4 Songer says, oh, this is a group effort thing?
Yeah, this is like a collective thing. It's very smart. I like it. I like the concept. It's really good. I think it is the most, not generic, but the most straightforward implementation of the concept. I wonder if it'll win. I'm not so sure. It might be. I think from a gameplay perspective.
Songer says, very good idea, TBH.
Yeah, from a gameplay perspective, it's genius. I love the concept. I think community-driven games and games like this, especially with a countdown theme and like, you know, achieving this ridiculous number. I think overall, again, wow, that's ridiculous. We're ranked 90 though. Top 10, I need to get a 7, 8, 9 times as many clicks. I'm curious if it's going to actually
Canary__ says KP Oak Dance.
Let me look at Discord. Look at review my game. Interesting. So it looks like someone pointed me towards the review my game thing. I don't know how I can.
Canary__ says, did you link stream in the other Discord?
I did. I linked stream in the other Discord. I linked stream. I linked Twitch, YouTube, and Discord. For some reason, the Discord ended up being the main thing that got pushed in terms of.
Songer says, so far I have a guy that can follow your mouse.
That's a good start.
Floaty. That's pretty good.
Want to take a look at it? Do you have it already up on itch or?
P4 Songer says, ha 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 ha.
No.
P4 Songer says no.
Do you have the basic concept down though, like what you're planning to do with it? Do you have a? Do you know where you're? Do you know where you're taking the idea? I guess that's a good question. Would you like feedback on the general concept? I guess we can talk about my idea as well, while we're waiting for people to review potentially. And while I'm not forced to stop clicking. I guess from like a health perspective, I get.
Says I'm working on air pockets. I'm in that part of programming that's writing a bunch of systems at once, hoping it doesn't break.
Gotcha. Hey, we're rank 69. We're about a fifth of the way to the top score, or the top 12 scores. Kind of curious how this looks. It's a cool concept. It's so weird. I don't know. This might actually... There is no audio. I don't see it winning on the audio or getting points on the audio or narrative category. The visuals are solid for sure. The fun factor, it's difficult. I think it's fun in a community way, but not really fun in an individual way. In an individual way, there are some aspects of it that are very like unsatisfying. Like the break thing, the combo, like you get this like dopamine spike at the X2, but like there isn't really like
Speaking of which, what are the voting categories?
Oh, the voting categories. So so technically speaking, there's 5 categories, and then there's going to be a thing where the hold up. Let's look here. gmtk. Okay, so there's going to be 5 voting categories, and it's going to be, here, I'll bring it up right now. Creativity, enjoyment, narrative, artwork, and audio. Plus, the guy who runs GMTK is going to be rating games as well, and picking out a bunch that he likes as his like top games to feature in his YouTube video. Yeah, so for this game, I think creativity is pretty good. I'd probably give it like pretty high score on creativity. Enjoyment, I feel like enjoyment... Again, it's enjoyable from a community sense because you're working towards something as a community. But from an individual perspective, it doesn't really have like the juice to kind of keep a player like super involved. Like I'm mainly right now because like it's you know, I like clicker games, and also I'm trying to get that high score. So I think there is some built and enjoyment through the high score system. Narrative non-existent, audio non-existent, artwork is pretty solid. I like the geometric visual, like it's like a very like a modern aesthetic. Can I also change my name? There we go. I think if there was like more depth to it, or like perhaps like a way to like really like feed the progression vibe or the combo vibe, or perhaps like something that kind of like really make it feel like you really I don't know, even just like it's difficult because I feel like part of the charm is the simplicity. I think all my other ideas are like they lose some of the charm through mechanizing more of it. But I think even like having a thing where you can get to higher and higher click rates and combo rates and like for continuous clicking and stuff, that alone could be like a really cool way. But also that would benefit cheating in a way. So it's difficult. It's a difficult problem. I know that actually I saw that he was talking about, the person making this was talking about the anti-cheat and stuff. That was a big factor in what they were... But yeah, so generally speaking, because also there is no, the really interesting thing about this jam is there's no real like winner other than like what the main guy picks out. So you're not really, there's really no benefit for like min maxing across the board, although that might get you in front of his eyes more. So really the only benefit is to make a game that the main guy is going to like. So that's really the main optimization you could do for scorekeeping here. Other than that, you can still see the ranking across all the criteria, and there is still like there's no prizes involved here. So you're gonna just kind of get the bragging rights of getting max in the category. So I feel like in this jam, really maximizing a category and creating a game that you think this guy will like, and you can look at how he's looked at previous years and looked at the videos and stuff to kind of understand the psychology. That's probably the best way to like think about this from a very like I don't know, from a very like stoic, very competitive perspective. But it is kind of a little bit less rigid and less I'd say it's less competitive than other game jams. It's more so like a very large casual jam. And we have 1 day and 12 hours, which is terrifying, but it is what it is. I don't know, this jam, I haven't been feeling as motivated for it. And maybe part of that is because it is less competitive, and maybe because I'm also in the middle of several large projects. This is kind of more of like a break for me to like play around with different game concepts and like take a mental break from my other projects. But
Yamagist_PB says, hey
Yamagist, how's it going? You have a game for me to review? I was playing the clicker game, going for that high rank.
P4 Songer says FR.
You're good? No worries.
Yamagist_PB says I'm good.
Oh, in terms of how you're doing. You're also doing this jam. Do you have a game that I can take a look at?
Songer says, hey Yami. Yamagist_PB says also doing this jam.
I'd be happy to look at your game if you have something for me to take a look at. And anyways, I'm currently I'm in timeout right now because apparently I clicked too much. I'm just going to go for like the leaderboard. I'm going to call it. I'm going to keep it open though. I'm going to contribute to the best of my ability. It's a good thing, a good way to like pass the time while waiting for people to review.
Yamagist_PB says gonna post a gameplay on GMTK Discord in a few seconds.
GMTK, do you not have the actual game yet, or is it just gonna be like a video? Is it ready though? Do you have like a demo?
Yamagist_PB says game's not ready though.
I can take a look at what you have, whatever you have. If it's like a video or something else, I can take a glance at it and give my feedback. It's funny because some of these concepts were stuff that I was considering doing. Yeah, a lot of these are actually concepts I was having. Some of these I don't really see the connection to the actual theme, the countdown theme. It's weird because for this jam, for other jams right now, I would just be like just running through the games really fast. For this jam, there's just such a massive amount of games that I almost just kind of want to make sure that the reviews I give are actually meaningful. I'd rather review stuff that I know is actually benefiting somebody. About to get to 5,000 contributed clicks, although a lot of those are in the combo mode. We're ranked 37 right now. I think a lot of people just got 5,000 and just called it quits. I think we're going to see that at each one of the major breakpoints, like all the thousands and so on.
Limoka8 says hello. Can you please playtest my game?
Here, I'm going to just copy that link.
Limoka8 says https://itch.io/jam/gmtk-2026/rate/48154882.
So, okay, so actually, here's one thing.
_PB says, can I post on the Discord on Art channel?
Yeah, of course. You can post in general. At this point, my Discord is kind of... It is what it is. I'm still working on improving it, but yeah, you can post wherever you'd like.
P4 Songer says, my brain is getting tricked by the idea of when you hold your breath, timer goes down, when you breath, timer resets. All of my variables are is_breathing.
Is breathing. False. No, yeah. No, I think it's interesting. I like the concept of counting down breaths. What if you made it manual breathing? That'd be hilarious. Manual breathing simulator. I guess, what if you, because I know, okay.
Yamagist_PB says it's there.
It's there? Okay, I'll take a look at it. Also, okay, Limoka, I don't...
DevCoder says finally.
I don't play...
Songer says honestly, manual breathing is not a bad game idea.
No, okay, I'll get back to... I'm going to pause you guys for a second. But anyways, I'm not going to play games that are not browser. If it's not browser, I don't feel comfortable downloading games. So if you can make it a browser, I don't know how you made it, if you are using an engine, but if you can make it a browser game, I'll play it. But otherwise, I don't really... Again, if I had an entire setup for downloading a game like a virtual box, something like that, I'd play it. Generally speaking, I don't feel comfortable. It's usually never worth the risk. Perfect. If you can get me a browser game, I will play it for sure. I'm live on YouTube. What are you talking about? I'm live on YouTube. Okay, anyways, I'll bring back to...
Songbird_cat says at P4 Songer is _breathing face with tears of joy.
Also, about the is breathing thing.
Actually,
I'll wait for the chat to get through.
It. I can.
So, right now, I'm specific...
DevCoder says,
actually,
bro, forgot YouTube. DevCoder says, what about my games?
So right now, I'm strictly reviewing games for the GMTK Game Jam. Maybe on another stream, we're going to do like a general game review, but right now, it's specifically GMTK. YouTube is live. And what my idea for Songer was, I know that how you breathe in scuba diving... Yeah, TTS is back. I will pause it when need be. But I know that when you scuba dive... There is a very specific way you have to breathe. And I think if you can like make it manual, that's a really interesting thing. So there's a thing in scuba diving where I think this is a rebreather system tutorial. Well, no, again, I pause TTS whenever I need to talk and look at stuff. But there is a way to breathe. Oh, also wait, I gotta review the guide person's game. Sorry. Man, I'm losing track of everything. My ADHD is showing massively. Let's take a look at the thing you sent me. So send to art section. Okay, art section. Let me just download the images really fast, and I'm going to take a look at it. With just images, it's hard for me to give feedback, if I'm being honest, but I will. Oh, no, it's a video. Wait. Oh, it's a video. Okay, that's more doable. Let me share. Let me share the screen really fast. I don't know why Discord didn't show it as a video. Where is it? Window capture. Add source. New source. Where is this it? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So here's what you have so far. So it looks like a racer type game. I see dodging vehicles. Looks like some kind of like the art is some kind of quadrupedal creature, maybe a horse or something that's being rotated. Okay, and then there was another video you sent as well. So the other video you sent. Oh, there's no ping for redeems. Did you redeem something? So in the other one, you have like a swimming one where you're like on a river type thing and you're jumping over stuff. I think you forgot Songer. Also, I'll add a redeem thing. I don't know why it's not already in there. Let me double check. Okay, theoretically speaking, it should be. I'm going to re-add this here. Okay, I think it's going to work now. If you redeem something, I should be able to see it. Why don't I see redeems though? That's a problem in of itself. I guess OBS had something. Maybe it's not. I didn't build it into Streamlabs yet. Okay, my feedback though, back to what we were talking about. The very first thing that I'm going to say is I don't see where counting down is a prevalent feature. I see this 10, 9, 8. So maybe it's like a countdown in terms of you got to get to a lap before. But it doesn't really... It feels like that's less of a risk than getting hit by the obstacles. I mean, I think it's enough. It's enough of the game for me to say that it is somewhere in the game. I'd say that it doesn't really feel like it's a guiding principle of the game. Also, okay, I'm about to release chat again. It's going to be difficult because I feel like it's going to just cycle through everything. It is really cute.
TDS is back. DevCoder says teach TDS Songer members.
I'm gonna...
DevCoder says huh?
If I mute...
DevCoder says WTH.
Doesn't impact it.
DevCoder says I meant teach TDS some manners.
Okay. Anyways. So yeah, it is in a more broad sense using the countdown system, but it's really cute. The art style is wonderful. It's very it gives arcade vibes. Yeah, I think it's, for the record, I can hear TTS talking in the background. It's very distracting. Sorry, I'm trying to like multitask. Maybe I can like... Okay, now I can focus. But yeah, I think my main thing is there audio in this? Do you have audio in the game already? So I think from a fun perspective, I could see it being fun. There is audio, but not in the video. Gotcha. Okay. So I think from a fun perspective, I think it's pretty good. From a... Well, actually, let me look at the actual grading criteria. I think that's important. Let's go back to gmtk really fast. So from creativity, I'd say from a creativity perspective, it's a very loose analysis of the countdown concept. And it feels, it feels kind of, it's really like, it's a nostalgia type game. It's not really building on it in any way I've seen yet. I'm not sure if there's any kind of twist or something I've not noticed, but from like a very high level view, it seems like it's just a rehash of older games. From enjoyment, I can see it being enjoyable. I think racing games in general and like dodging games, there is an audience for that. And I think as long as the controls feel really smooth and like there is like some kind of loop to keep them going, I think it'd probably be pretty fun. I think audio would help with that as well. Narrative, I don't think you're adding narrative here unless I haven't seen narrative yet, so nothing on narrative. Artwork, I think, is the strongest suit. It's really, really cute. I think from a cuteness perspective, it is 100% there. From an audio perspective, I have nothing to look at yet, but if there is audio, that is good. So I think overall, I think it's not a bad game, and I think it's more or less something that it seems well put together. The main issue I have is purely just a thematic one, and it might not get a whole lot of attention from I can't see the game as it is right now being seen as like a contender for like one of the top games. I think you would need to get the countdown feeling deeper into the game and making it a more integral part of the game itself, not just like a lap counter in a way. No, but yeah, no, definitely. Right now I'm focusing on playing people in this Game Jams game. So I'm not playing other people's games right now, other than the Game Jam. Also, I'll bring the audio back. I think, here we go. TTS should now be back.
Defin_default_5 says hey LR.
But yeah, so that's kind of my take. Is there anything specific you want me to review, or anything specific you want me to be like, let's do a deep dive? Do you want me to bounce ideas off you? Again, I don't, what would you like? I can definitely help. This is more of a help desk than anything else. I always do this for game jams. Is there anything where you're like, I'd love to get another game developer's thoughts on this, and I'll do my best to help out with that. And while I wait on that, I'm going to just get a couple more clicks in.
Yamagist_PB says thanks for the feedback. Really gave me a nice idea about how it's going.
I'm glad. I mean, if it's that's the best I can hope for. Again, my thoughts on it are, it's just I'm just one developer, so definitely get more feedback on it. But I think that is the way I view it. Okay, I just realized that this game lets you click more if you're not using the space bar. Interesting. Let's see if Limoca got their browser. They might not have. Also, if I'm not wrong, wasn't there a requirement for the Game Jam for it to be browser? I could be wrong about that.
P4 Songer says I have no errors, but it's not working.
No errors, but it's not working. You need to create an error. Create error messages, console logs. Use whatever you expect to happen. Have a console log there and see if it prints anything out. Console log is all of our friends.
Yamagist_PB says I use this jam as more of an excuse to make a racing game with sprite stacking. P4 Songer says great idea. Yamagist_PB says first time using sprite stacking.
That's awesome. And I mean, honestly, for game jams, a lot of times the game jam itself is better as a vessel for another interest. Because usually feedback and reviews and stuff, really what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to tell you how to get a high score in the game jam, or how to get a good review, or how to place well. But if you're not doing it to place, you're just using it to like motivate you to get something done, that's completely valid. And I think if right now you're using it as a, something to help you get through that, that's awesome. You're doing 4 at the same time, 1 game for each. That's fun.
Yamagist_PB says I'm doing 4 jams at the same time, LOL. Yamagist_PB says 1 game for each.
That's awesome. No, I tried doing something similar to that a while ago, and that burns you out like nothing else. So all the props to you if you can do it. I think it also depends on the scale of the project too, but that's really fun. Also want to take a look at the... I guess the gmtk jam does not have a HTML game only thing, which is interesting. I was looking at the Discord chat really fast and seeing if there's anything new or interesting. I think it looks like I can click faster if I use the mouse. Here, let me try something out.
Yamagist_PB says but I may focus on Global Jam more tomorrow though, and just release the Cat one as it is.
That's fair. I mean, prioritization is a really important value, or like a very important thing in game development. Obviously work on whatever you're most passionate about and whatever like is most important to you at the moment. I think a lot of times the harder part is figuring out what is the project. But if you already know, if you already feel like this one is where it needs to be, then by all means, I think that's a really good skill to have in general. I'm trying to get a good posture for my fingers here.
Yamagist_PB says I like the Cat one more, but I am doing good in popularity in that other one, and the prize is $150 LUL.
That is financial motivations are very important, especially if you want to. A lot of times time is money, and making sure that you have the money to have the time is very important. So completely valid. I think that's part of the reason why I'm not as motivated for this jam, is purely because there is no like prize. I mean, I think there is like an extensible prize from the aspect of if I make a YouTube video on winning this, if I do win this, which I probably am not, but let's say I won this, and I make a YouTube video, it could draw traction. That's really the only motivation, external motivation outside of just when making the game. But honestly, that only gets you so far, because I can also get like just standard views, and it's still a bit of a gamble because the only way that you're gonna get a whole lot of traction is if you get a call out in another much bigger video. So yeah, it's in real life, calculations are a lot more messy than just I like this game, let me complete it. I'm gonna tell the chief that I'm playing his game. I think he'd appreciate it.
P4 Songer says K got it counting. Time to kill my guy.
Time to kill your guy. Kill the diver. Man, someone got to 100,000 clicks. I guess not too far off. I'm doing my part on getting us to the 10 million click goal. Man, the chat moves so quickly on gmtk. It's not even funny. I'm used to like much slower chats. Like, you know, you leave for an hour, you come back and it's readable. You leave for an hour, there's like 500 messages. It's a great community. It's just very, very dense. It's definitely going to kick me out after this ×2. Nearly top 20. I think it's like also a really good game just from the aspect of you don't have to be thinking while playing it. It's very much like a game you can kind of just play while doing other stuff and just having in the background. Anyways, let me bring not chat, bring stream back up. I think we're going to go for another hour and see if anybody else would like their game play tested. So let's look at the stats. We're ranked 24.
Limoka8 says, okay, I'm back.
Got the
I've
web
got
build?
my web build running.
Perfect. Let's take a look at it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's take a look at this thing. Let's see what he got. Okay, so there isn't much in terms of tutorial.
P4 Songer says LFG Limoka.
But there is a... Okay, so I'm supposed to move that. It looks like I can interact. Okay, interesting. I don't know what that meant exactly. I feel like... Oh, that's not good. Okay, I feel like that might have broken it. Maybe I can go like this, perhaps? No.
Limoka8 says E to pick up boxes.
E? Oh, I see. Okay, so there is a way to... Oh. It's pulling it instead of pushing it. There's a glitch there with the motion. Oops. Ah, it's... Yeah, no, it's not really listening to me. Okay, I guess...
Limoka8 says it's a bit glitchy, I know.
Okay. I see that. I see the perspective though. So it's a button that you got to add the button to the actual pressure pad thing, and then you got to shoot at the box through the button, which triggers a countdown. Okay, so is there a downside? I don't really understand what the blue versus green things mean yet. Maybe we'll see something weird happen here. Okay, so you can't shoot through the blue. But you can't move this. I see. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Can I move the box? No, I cannot move the box. So you cannot shoot through the blue. Standing on this shoots through the blue. If I shoot through this... No, wait. Wait, it swapped places. Oh, wait, it teleports it. I see. Okay. And then, okay, oh, I see. Okay. I did understand that it swapped positions. That makes a lot more sense. You can only move the smaller thing. Okay. I see the concept now. It's interesting. So I still can't move
Yamagist
this.
_PB says posted the cat game for testing purposes as well.
Perfect. I'll be taking a look at that right now. So this swaps it. Oh, and I gotta move that outside. Okay, I see now. So you swap this, and then I push this outside. Oh, wait. And then... So I'm guessing here is... No. Can I shoot through this thing? No, this is where I cannot shoot through it. I can't go through that. Interesting. Can I cheese it? Cannot cheese it. Okay. Noted. So for this one, am I supposed to just put this? Does shooting it again do anything? No, it doesn't. And that wall blocks anything.
Fresh R4 says, are you playtesting games?
Yes, I'm
Surprised
playtesting
face.
games. I'm playtesting games for gmtk game jam right now. So I'm trying out Limoka's game. I forget the name of it. It's interesting. The concept, it's very very puzzly. I can see. Okay, so I'll give more of my thoughts in a second. I'm going to first play the game. I don't know how many more levels we have. This one might have me a little bit stumped. So we can't shoot through this. If I swap this, I can't move the orange block unless I'm...
Limoka 8 says you're 1/3 of the way.
1/3 of the way, okay. Is this like a timing thing where I shoot the box first, and then if I run through this thing? Is that the rule I'm supposed to learn? Let me try that out. So I'm going to stand right here. No, that's not it. Okay. And shooting this does not do it either. Texture's staying the same. I think it might just be a visual glitch. Oh, wait, if I shoot it twice. Oh, that's bizarre. Okay, I see the vision. I see the vision now. I get it. Maybe. Or maybe I'm wrong.
Limoka 8 says that was a visual glitch.
There we go. Okay, so I think I see it now. Okay, that felt interesting from a countdown perspective. Props to that. That definitely felt very interesting. Okay, so this is more like a perhaps a timing puzzle now. I see the vision much more clearly now. So this one, I need it to stay on it for a long period of time. So I'm guessing the trick is I first swap.
P4 Songer says definitely cool puzzles.
Yeah, this one definitely has cool puzzle vibes. So I'm guessing swap this and swap that. Wait. No, hold up.
P4 Songer says my brain finally grokked it.
Swap.
This is cool.
Swap. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Just gonna see if perhaps. Oh wait, no. I just solved it. Okay. So it isn't like a perfect reverse. It's not like it doesn't invert completely. Okay, that's a good note to have. This is really cool. Okay, so I need to get through here. And I can do this. And that opens that gateway. Wait, but this one is smaller, and I can still use... Wait, did a different doorway close? Hold up. So if I shoot this, but I can't move that there. Huh. Okay. Wait. Wouldn't that mean that I can just... No, but like if I... I think we can just solve this like this, right? No, I can't. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Before I was kind of like, I don't see the countdown aspect of this game, but now I'm kind of like, okay, I see where the countdown's coming into play, and it's really cool. So this lever here opens that door. But I need this thing here to be swapped. No, this is very, very clever. Okay, so I can swap this, but that doesn't help us, does it? Maybe I can kind of use this to like... Ah. It's fine. We're just going to do this again. Wait, I can't take this out of the room. So blue is complete blocking. So really, okay, so this really has to be... Wait, no, I gotta move it up. Okay, no, I see it. I see the vision. See the vision. I understand the vision now. So we gotta drag this to the second area here. And then I can walk around. And then I can teleport it. Once. We'll do after 3 seconds. Do it again. Let's get through. Okay. Easy peasy. So here there's multiple doorways. We had a blocking thing. And looks like I need to get the tiny guy over there. So what we're going to do is... No, that didn't do anything. That didn't do it. No, wait. That one handled that door. Can I do this? I'm going to swap and then... Yeah, so I'm going to open that door. Faster, please? Okay. And then we're going to... We need that one. So we're going to first swap these two and then swap... Wait, these two. And that is going to... Wait, wrong one. Swap these two and then swap these two. Wait, no. I need to figure out the exact... Wait, okay, so swap these two. No, because I swap... Wait. Ah, wait, nope. That's correct. Now we can drag this through here. Perfect. Easy peasy. I got this. Okay, and then we're going to swap these two and then these two. But no, we want to swap these back. Okay. Nope, nope, nope. I don't even know. Okay, wait, hold up. Swap these two. Swap these two. Nope, and swap. Wait, nope, that's correct. There we go. I'm gonna say my brain. Oh, wait, that was the wrong one. Okay, this entire time I was putting on the wrong one. Was it under right one before? That's unfortunate. Nope. We're gonna swap these. No. Hold up. No, that's wrong one. Okay. I feel like I'm starting to get it, but also I'm not. And it's kind of... That's correct.
Limoka8 says you keep doing things right, then spamming and ruining correct setup.
That does sound like something I'd be doing. But hey, we got there in the end. Okay, so here we have button, which I'm guessing opens something. That door. And I'm guessing the goal is...
P4 Songer says sounds very urban.
That is very urban. That's like the urban thing to do.
P4 Songer says he is famously expert at puzzles.
I feel like I'm famously good at puzzles and also famously good at being bad at puzzles. I'm a conundrum. I am naturally a conundrum. Wait. If we're inside here, I can shoot
Canary
it again.
__ says he doubts himself too much LMAO.
Wait, hold up. This, and then this. Look at that. Look at me finally getting it. And now I can just do this, and bam. Problem solved. Okay, this thing opens that. This one feels easier than I think it is. Is this one just as simple as this? No, there's another one up here. No, let me shoot. Let me shoot again. There we go. No. Guys, I actually broke it. I'm soft locked. Is there a way to break soft lock? Oh no!
P4 Songer says I can't wait to see this thing with 3D models.
I'm stupid! What did I do? What have I done?
Limoka8 says you got yourself stuck.
What have I done?
Limoka8 says yes, escape.
Oh, I gotta redo the entire thing? Oh no. I thought I was being smart, but I didn't see the panel at the top. Ah!
Limoka8 says there's a pause menu.
Pause menu? Oh. Woo! Okay. I can live with that. Okay. Now that I know what is waiting for me, I feel like I can do this. Okay. I don't want to get stuck again. Let me think about this. Wait, hold up. All I have, I don't know what that button does there, but what I do know is that I need this. Please. No. Wait. No, wait, I'm not stuck. Okay, wait, this is actually fine. This is about as fine as it can get. Okay, wait, hold up. Try this again. Shove this up. Okay, and then what we do is this. Wait, hold up. No, wait. Or I can just do this, actually. Next room! Let's go! Let's go. Okay. So I can shoot. Wait, hold up. Let's drag this over here. Wait. Oh, the controls. The controls. Oh, let's find the controls. Let me, please. Okay. Oh, wait, hold up. That did something. Interesting. Okay, in that case, easy solution. Just put this here. Just stop. Okay. Easy solution. Bam. Wait. Easy. Oh. And I win. Woo! Okay. I'm going to say right off the rip, I was like, okay, there's a countdown, but I don't see it being a big thing. By the end, I'm like, okay, yeah, the countdown's good. That's a good one. That's really good. I like it.
P4 Songer says GGS bro.
Easy. Okay, I will say, and this is going to be a thing about puzzle games, and there is no...
Limoka8 says thanks for playing my game.
Of course. It does feel like some of the puzzles later on were really easy, given what you know. Like, I don't think the solutions I did were the intended solutions. I think the initial puzzles, when I started learning this stuff, were really interesting. And I think those ones at the very beginning, like when I was actually learning something new every round, that was like, okay, I'm seeing some cool patterns. And I think having like 1 or 2 levels like that, it almost felt like the lessons learned were very concentrated at the very beginning. And they were really spread out. I'd almost say if you could make this like 5 levels that are really concentrated and each one is like challenging you in a different way, there's like a lesson learned in each one that is like unique and interesting. Perhaps even just adding in like one last mechanic or something to kind of make it a bit more interesting. Something like that would make it, I think would flesh it out ideally. Right now, I had a good time for sure, but I think part of it is because when I'm playtesting like this, and me as a playtester, I like playing the game to completion, so I got to really experience the mind-bogglingness.
P4 Songer says, yeah, one thing to consider for jams is short games do better.
Absolutely. And again, you got to remember that some playtesters are going to play the first 30 seconds to a minute of your game, and if they're not immediately like, wow, that's fun or interesting, they're going to skip. And you might not even rate. Like, if they're like, okay, this game is like a standard, like, you know, like in the beginning, I didn't even clock the fact that teleportation was involved. I thought that me shooting through it was just a way to activate. I thought it was like an activation thing. I did not even comprehend that there was like a teleportation concept involved. So really kind of like boiling it down and making it so that the very first thing they learn is like, wow, that's cool. Because once I saw it, I was like, that's really cool. Let me think how to do it. So I think fewer, more dense levels where each one builds off each other and each one has a lesson that's very specific.
Limoka8 says puzzles 7 and 8 were designed during first phase of development, then I added puzzles 4 to 6. So I need to redesign 7 and 8.
Well, no, I think in general, I think don't scrap everything, but I would like look through it a bit more and really ask yourselves which ones are filler. Like, if you had to pick 5 or 4 puzzles that really make you think and like really, I'd say even just fun and satisfying to complete. Like, puzzles that make you feel smart. If you can find 4 of those and find ones that build off of each other, you're going to have a much better time.
Says 7 and 8 felt really strong as someone who wasn't playing.
Yeah, 7 and 8, simplicity is good. And I feel like almost, maybe not start with those, maybe have like one level before where it's like, this is the basic mechanic, like a quick tutorial thing. But making it like 4 levels where you got to struggle a little bit and really think about it, is going to be a lot better than a slow burn of getting through all 8 levels. Again, I feel like in the end it was really good and really fun. But if I wasn't already invested as being a streamer playtester where I feel more obligated to complete the game, I feel like as an average playtester, if I was trying to get through like 20 games and I'm kind of in a rush and I want to try out that really fun game everyone's playing, I might not play your game long enough to get to the point where I'm like, wow, that was smart. That was clever. You really want to front load a lot of that. That's my main thing. Obviously, you need to get the artwork and the music and stuff, but obviously that I think is, you have a day and a half to get to that.
P4 Songer says pull up the data you have for Blockyard. When did people stop playing?
I gotta get back. Okay, the thing is, the server for Blockyard was like, man, the server service I was using, because it was so inactive for so long, actually went down. So I'm gonna have to like redo most of that. I think I'm gonna switch from render was useful as for the game jam, but I'm gonna switch to like AWS or something. I don't have the data anymore. But from what I remember, people stopped playing at like the first stage. In retrospect, that's like super sad because you're like, you spend so much time working these really cool mechanics.
_PB says BTW. The cat game is called Bombagato.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna.
P4 Songer says Nulu.
I'm gonna go back to playing, or not playing, working on Blockyard. It's kind of a lower priority.
We'll consider what you said when designing puzzles.
Yeah, no, I mean that's just from what I've learned from making game jams and stuff, or not making it, from making games in game jams and having made a puzzle game. That's the biggest lesson I learned, is that 4 solid puzzles are going to be like about as far as most people play. So just take it with a grain of salt. You can always, again, depending on your goal, maybe you don't want to go that route, but that's just my perspective. Obviously add some music, add a bit more art. I think you could literally just get some CC0, what's its face? Asset packs to quickly build some levels. Maybe give it like a sci-fi vibe, add some set pieces. And you're set, really. And just add some, like, go to freesound.org and throw in like 7 sounds. And you're gonna get the audio and the visuals down pat. I think another thing that is going to that would really make your game interesting, and it's honestly like kind of underrepresented in this game jam as far as I've seen from my research, is just add a little smidgen of narrative. Don't even go too crazy. Just add like a quick voice line or a quick text thing where it's like, what if I shoot this? Or like, man, I just woke up here. Where am I? You can go like the GLaDOS route. Have a big evil robot talk to you. I don't know. You have a day and a half. I'd say if I were you, spend like 12 hours. If you had 12 hours left, spend like 3 of those hours putting asset packs into audio and stuff. Just quickly wire those up. Spend like 5 hours picking out the strongest levels and getting them proper, and then like add a bit of flair, like either like voice lines or narrative or something like that to the very end. I think it's a really solid submission. Again, just my perspective. You don't have to listen to anything I say, but if I was you and I was working on this game, that's where I would probably be. But yeah, anything else? I'm more than happy to give you my thoughts on anything. If there's anything you have a question on or wondering about, or you're like, I want more feedback. Also, while I don't think I need to have this game open anymore, so I'll look for the next game.
Limoka8 says Yish, that's my plan. I'm playing to add narrative. Thanks again for all advice.
Of course. I think it's really cool. Really cool. Really well done. Absolutely. Very clever. I think you fit the countdown theme perfectly. When I reset it? I don't think it's... No? Is it not working? I don't see your game. Is it privated, Yami? And is anybody...
Yamagist_PB says it's all caps.
It normally isn't cap. Yeah, it's not related to the cap locks. I don't see it at all.
Yamagist_PB says strange.
You might have it privated or something. Also,
Yamagist_PB says I've set it to public.
Could you send a link? Or is there something about it that might be getting it like... Also, I'm gonna just get a couple more clicks in.
Yamagist_PB says also I've already submitted.
Yeah, I would double check and see.
Yamagist_PB says so I don't know. Fresh R4 says I just submitted my game, I wouldn't mind playtesting.
Yeah, I can take a look at it. What's your game, Fresh R4? And also I'm going to continue trying to see... Oh, wait.
Fammin11 says hi, do you mind trying out my game? It's called Snake Labs. I can't think of a good name.
Okay, so I'm going to do
Fresh R4 says
Bombagato.
Heartstrung.
I'm going to do Bombagato first. Then I'll do Heartstrung. And then I'll do Snake Labs. I'll do it in that order. Oh. Wait. Oh, Songer has resubscribed to Prime. Oh. Okay. Okay, so hitting the sides. Oh, wait, I can go faster by going forward. Controls are a little finicky. Just a little bit. Doubt. When will it all end? Okay, so there's like a bit of that narrative element. Kind of like a loop vibe. I will say getting stuck on the walls feels a little unsatisfying. Oh. Okay. I don't know if it's a skill diff, but the way the vehicles kind of go around the corner. Maybe I'm gonna like go a little bit slower.
Fresh R4 says the art is cute.
The art is really cute. I think that's kind of the point of from the conversation we had earlier about it. I will also say that I'm not a racing person. Racing is probably like my worst genre, so this could 100% be skill diff. And I apologize if it is. So World 1. I'm just gonna go slow. Fast road looks like. I'm worried a truck's just gonna go around a corner, just isekai me immediately. There we go. When will it all end? Okay. First world complete. I'm just gonna go slow. No point in I think I can beat the countdown by not going fast. Speed is also oddly inconsistent depending on what direction you're moving in. Okay, two more roads. Last road. I got distracted for a second. Let's just... Okay, I want to... I feel like the cars never go near the edges. Oh. I'm gonna go like... I think if you go in diagonals, you go a little bit slower. This might be a skill diff. I'm feeling it as if it could be played at a higher level. I think it could also just be like how limited a horizon is. I don't feel like I have time to react to the trucks. I'm definitely on your target audience. Love the little spinning life jackets though. That's such a nice little detail. Okay, just two more roads technically, and man, those boats just come out of nowhere. Okay, two more. I have a thought. I'm gonna explain it after I beat this thing. It's gonna be the one. I swear. This is the end. Ah! Okay. Okay, I guess I'll just explain the thought while I'm
P4
playing
Songer
this.
says big oof bro.
Yeah, that was a big oof. Biggest of oofs. We're just gonna do the chicken with head cut off strategy. They won't know where I'm going if I don't know where I'm going. Okay, apparently they knew where I was going. But my thought right now is, especially if we want the countdown to be a bigger deal, maybe the point, because right now it feels, especially with the limited horizon, the game feels very punishing in terms of like the failure state is so harsh, sends you back so far, and it feels very difficult to dodge some of them, especially with how short the corners are and how little the horizon is. I almost feel if it was less obstacles and more like trying to collect speed boosts and additional time, I think that would... You'd still get the feeling of, oh no, I'm running out of time. I need, like, it would be less, oh, I need to dodge stuff to survive. It would be more of, oh, I need to get faster to get to the finish line to survive. And that would put the countdown more front and center. Right now, it feels like my biggest threat isn't the timer, but is the obstacles. And that's like making it feel less like a countdown game and more of a reaction time obstacle dodging game. Stay near the edge here. Because I feel like missing a speed boost has a very similar psychological impact to not getting hit by an enemy. But and it just kind of, I don't know, or maybe just me skill diffing and oh, that's we won. There we go. Okay, I was wondering if there's another world after that. Okay, I think that is the entirety of the game.
Yamagist_PB says GG.
GG. But yeah, I feel like maybe inverting it so it's not dying, but it's not getting a speed boost that might get you to the time limit thing, that might make the game feel more countdown-ish. That's my... Other than that, the art's really cute. A tiny smidgen of narrative with the loop ending thing. Maybe you can play with that a bit more. Maybe you can have it... If it's a countdown thing, maybe you can like have the narrative be like 10 planned lines, and then maybe like, honestly, if you want to narrative this, make it like out between like 3 or 4 worlds randomly, and then make them go through the entire like all the stages of grief, or like the entire hero's arc with the like 10 lines of narrative, and each one kind of like has them fighting against accepting it, etc. And then eventually they're like, well, I guess this is what I must do. And then every single one's like, this is what I must do. This is what I must do. And it's just like, they keep repeating until they die. And I feel that could be like a very interesting, sentimental way to handle the narrative in a very fun way. Art's good already. Music's good. The fun factor, again, I feel like inverting it would increase the fun factor. Right now, if I wasn't a completionist, I would have given up. If I'm being completely honest, I would have very quickly been like, okay, I got what the game is about. I'm gonna leave. If it was, if I missed it by 1 second, I'd be more of like, okay, let me try again. And that would also adding more mechanics, like maybe like different kind of power ups as you go along, would also improve it. I don't know. Or maybe like having instead of like the obstacles where you have to like weave around it, more of the jump type obstacles. Creativity wise, I think it's creative in the visual aspect. It definitely has like, I don't know. I feel like I always struggle with this. I don't know if drawing on nostalgia and older design and mechanics, I don't think it's necessarily creative unless there's a massive twist. I don't think there's necessarily a twist here. But also, like, drawing from nostalgia in and of itself seems creative. I'd say that creativity might be the weakest suit. But that just might be how I value creativity. That's how I think about it. Anyways, those are my thoughts. If you have any other questions or anything else you'd like my thoughts on, I'd be happy to provide it. But that's kind of the way I'm seeing it now.
Songer says you want to see the most scuffed prototype.
I will absolutely take a look at the most scuffed.
Yamagist_PB says thanks for the feedback.
Of course, I hope some of it was useful. The next game.
Yamagist_PB says and thanks for playing as well.
Of course. Let's try out the next one that was requested was Heartstrung. Okay. The art style is already looking really interesting just from the screenshots. Okay, okay, there's already a critique I can make, but I'm going to save it for a second.
Yamagist_PB says I'm still gonna add music in there though.
I think that's a good idea. Nothing, I see. It will not be easy, but I believe in you. Go forth and find what you seek.
__ says LMAO.
I'm on the search for nothing. Okay, cute. Kind of hard to see when there's like a background like this. I can't double jump. I see that key up there. It's not a button. No! Only 9 lives yet. Okay, there's the countdown aspect.
Canary _ says OS frog.
Oh, is this a rage game? Okay. I see how it's gonna be. Oh, I see. So my death is gonna make it so that I can cross the bridge safely. Interesting. So death is required for this. So I'm guessing the bomb is for sure gonna go off. So I have to detonate it. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna just say the critique immediately. Unless you are going for a very particular and a very specific art style, mixing pixel art and non-pixel stuff always looks so jarring to me. Like seeing the big numbers have clear diagonal lines feels so off. Like it feels like it doesn't belong in the same game. I'd rather see like a proper full pixel font, like really committing to the pixel, than switching back and forth.
Fresh R4 says that's so fair LOL.
Yeah, literally the
Fresh
only
R4
thing.
says, oh no, adds 1 SEC.
Oh, no worries. Let me know when you're out of ads. Let me guess. This is like acid and it's gonna kill me. Yeah. It's I like the concept of having to kill yourself to get further in this world. Like literally stepping on your bodies, on your previous lives. To... Okay, so I'm guessing I need to blow that thing up with the bomb. Give me the bomb. If I'm wrong, I'm wasting a life here, but that's fine, I suppose. So we're gonna jump and then detonate. You know what I should do? I should name these guys. This one's Jimmy. We find Jimmy walking around. Innocent Jimmy. He's been alive all of 5 seconds. Jimmy faces a impossible situation. Jimmy, no! Jimmy is dead.
Fresh R4 says Jim my eye.
Jimmy! This one's Cole. Cole founds the next key. Is there fall damage? Cole has no fall damage. Cole has ankles. Oh god. Can I like squeeze here? This feels like I don't have enough lives to like, again, the two here look so jarring. I almost, and the thing is the key kind of blends in. It almost feels like it's like part of the environment. I'd almost recommend like having like a UI thing backing it at this point. I feel that would probably work fine. Cole decides to turn back.
Fresh R4 says I'm not sure what to do about that UI TBH.
Honestly, I would just like make like literally like a board, a piece of like wood, a wood plank being held down by chains or maybe vines or something. Let's go for something simple like that. What the... Dun 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 dun. Cole here's a survivor. Let's go the other way. Maybe there's another path. Cole finds another way. Cole goes for paths untread. So I saw there was spikes underneath here. Wait, is that the... Oh wait, that's like the last... Okay, I see. Let's go here. We jump on the dead body. I don't think we can jump on the dead body. We wasted a life. I think we're gonna lose here. I'm not even gonna pity... Oh. Do I have to die here somehow? I see. Okay, so I guess I have to, like... It's sad. I haven't even named this guy yet. I'm about to just kill him. He'll remain nameless. Alright, we wasted a body there. We can't move this? Oh wait, no. We can. About to say, the nameless one died in vain. There we go. Oh, do I need to... Wait, hold up. Is there a more obvious place to detonate this one? Okay, last life. One more key. We don't have enough lives to open the door though, because if we even get to the end, assuming I can figure out how to fix that last puzzle thing. I guess we can try, but I feel like this is, we are unable to complete this game. We've wasted too many lives. Oh, actually, we wasted all our lives. Interesting, okay.
P4 Songer says I'm gonna call it a night.
Oh!
Remind me tomorrow
No!
to finish the rest of the game, hopefully.
Well, it was good seeing you, Songer. Sorry I didn't get to your game. Hope to see you tomorrow, and yeah, I'll remind you to finish the game tomorrow. Okay, so now that I know what I'm doing...
P4 Songer says all good. I don't have it on itch yet.
Okay, so, okay. That's good. Well, not good, but it's like... I would have felt bad if I wasn't able to get to your game.
P4 Songer says though, with simple art, maybe it will be done tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I mean, as long as it gets something submitted, I think it's a good lesson. Lesson learned. Jimmy the Second is walking around, blissfully unaware of what is to come. Wait, hold up. Jimmy the Second does not have to die. Or he will, but he doesn't die yet. Jimmy the Second has a plan. Jimmy the Second is a man of action.
P4 Songer says remind me that I want to be ambitious and learn about light occlusion. Fresh R4 says I'm sorry that the pushing is so tedious lol.
It's okay. I mean, I think it doesn't be improved, especially if it's an integral part of the game. But Jimmy the Second's life is a little bit... Yeah, we'll need to get a bomb. A bomb is required. Give me the bomb. How I learned to love the bomb. So the only parts I don't know of yet how to get past is, I think there's like 2 keys we need that I don't know how to get to. Or no 1 key. Unless I need to use a bomb to like break the spikes. It's I guess we have saved a life. Oh. Okay, so the collision isn't as unforgiving as I thought it was. It is what it is. 1 Jimmy had to die.
Fresh R4 says it's a tight squeeze lol.
Yeah. Okay, 1 Jimmy needs to die there. They're all named Jimmy now. Jimmy, no! Or wait, what's that one, No, Kenny. Kenny's the funny one. They killed Kenny! Okay. No! Why? Please, no! Okay. That was not smart of me. Okay, so now the real question is, can I get to the end? Look at just... Oh, we need the last one. Okay, we're gonna try. We will try. We did lose a life. We lost a life unnecessarily, but we also, I think we did this puzzle here differently, so maybe it's going to... Maybe it bounces out. Okay. I think we're gonna try to make this work. This will be the last run, though. I think I get the picture. It might be like a narrative thing at the end. I think my criticism on this aspect of it is I think this, especially that puzzle there, is if I had to rethink one of them, that would be the one I'd rethink. Just because I think a lot of people would give up on a puzzle like this. Yeah, even me, I'm like... Yeah. The concept's cool. I like the concept of dying and using prior deaths to go further. Maybe improving the pushing. Honestly, to make that one like feel a bit more smoother of a thing. I'd almost...
Fresh R4 says, yeah, I might tweak that last one.
Yeah. I'd almost say, like, one thing you could do is... Right now, it feels like failing when you get to the last life and you haven't gotten all the keys. And it also feels like I'm wasting a lot of lives trying to get that last key. What you could do is maybe, like, have, maybe, like, 2 or 3 more keys. Just like in places that you can, like, you get to pick and choose what challenges you want to go for. And you can make it more so that, like, you don't get the same message if you, like, it's not like unlocking a door. It was more so the more keys you get, a different outcome is reached. So, like, if I get all the keys, I get, like, the best result. The best final message. But if I get, like, half of the keys, it'd be like, you tried really hard, and you were able to accomplish most of your goals, but in the end, you had so much left you wanted to do. Like, making it more feel like, oh, you still succeeded, you just didn't achieve perfection. And you can even make it be like, try again, or accept your results on that. Like accept your fate, or challenge your fate, or you go back. And it kind of like adds more of like a narrative and like a more like an emotional pull to the ending. Other than that, I think the core loop and the core concept is really good. I think once I realized what the point of the game was, it felt really interesting. I thought initially it was going to be a rage game, but no, it really utilized the countdown aspect really good. Art's good, music is, I think, very fitting. Maybe a little bit too crinkly. Maybe like add a high pass on it, but that's just details. It might become my volume
Fresh
too high.
R4 says appreciate the feedback. Love.
Yeah. Creativity is good. Funness. I think the funness is there. Maybe a little bit too ragey in aspects. And narrative, there's a little bit of that. Maybe not like the most narrative game, but there's like a sprinkling of it. It feels good. But yeah, that's my feedback. I hope that was useful in some way. If you have any other questions or anything else I'm going to elaborate on, I'd be happy to talk more about it. I can take a look at the next game.
Xilurus says, what's up here, Carrot D?
Hey, Xilurus, how's it going? We're not reviewing, we're playtesting games from GMTK Game Jam. So, Snake Labs was the next one. It sounds like they are interested in other names. Okay. Oh, let's close out that. While we're waiting, let's get some more clicks. Quickly, just We're going for top... Maybe not top 10. Maybe top 10, I don't know. Depending on how crazy I'm feeling. I mean, we're about halfway to top 10 anyways. Okay, that's all I need to do. Okay, let's go full
Canary
screen.
_ says the music was very nice.
The music was very nice. It was very soothing, and I feel like it fit.
Canary _ says I was falling asleep.
We're falling asleep.
Canary _ says Band 9 lurk.
Maybe I need to have like soothing music on my stream. Maybe a stream everyone lurks to and falls asleep to. I mean, there's no music on this. Maybe I can bring back.
Benim _ dev says hey.
Hey Benim, how's it
Been a
going?
while.
It has been a
Cool
while.
cat.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring back the music.
Fresh R4 says can't close the Twitch tab if they fall asleep.
That is true. Gotta min max the. Gotta min max my lurkers. Okay, here I'll keep the music on so you can fall asleep to it. I don't think there's music in this game. Yeah, how's it going, Benim? Working on anything new? Are you doing a GMTK by any chance? Control with WASD, reach the flag, press R to restart, press H to return to menu. I like the use of space and like the text and stuff. It's interesting vibes. Love how it's all pixelated. Let's see what the WASD does.
Benim _ dev says all good. Got 4 hours of sleep and now I am back in business to work on my game again.
Okay. Oh, so are you working on the GMTK or are you working on your own game right now? So bomb in 6 seconds. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I see the...
Benim _ dev says gtmk. Started working on it yesterday.
Nice!
Smiley face.
We are playtesting now, so if you have one... Is there no reset button? Oh wait, no, I think it's R. I think I should have kept a message up. So I'm guessing what we should do instead is... No. Ah, okay. Let's... No. I am missing something. Wait, let me like this. No. Okay. So what concept are you working on? I think this game I can kind of... I feel like this puzzle I'm either underthinking or... I keep wanting to press escape for some reason whenever I mess up. Ah. Okay, this one is...
Benim _ dev says gonna see if I can upload it.
Okay, yeah.
Fammin11 says do you need the solution, you're very close.
No, I'll figure it out. Give me a second. Still,
Zillumer says sadly our game is not in playtestable state yet. Shocked, are you going to stream tomorrow too?
I can stream tomorrow as well. No, neither way here is gonna be fine. Yeah, because it gets stuck down there. Let's try this. Oh, no, that's instant death. No, wait. Same. No, 1 second. If I go all the way down, so down is bad, left is up, seems to be a false one. I feel like maybe maybe up. If we avoid the bomb. No, that's not it. Okay, let me... No, that's bad. I feel like I'm missing something obvious. If none of them blow up...
Fammin11 says left left up right right down.
Okay. Huh.
Zalura says, are you making a game for GMTK2?
I am. It's not in a great state right now. I can talk about it, but this is a different thing here. Oh, is it like lasers of some sort? Wait. No, okay, so it is lasers. Okay. So I want to get around this, but I don't want to lose too many. So what I really want is I want to get like... We need... That's honestly perfect. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this one, the issue is... I have a limited amount of time before it'll blow up. Will it blow up multiple? It probably will. Okay. Let's first solve this one here. Kind of curious if I do... had the right idea, just the incorrect implementation. That's fine. Okay, wait. 1, 2, no, not good. Let's, no. It's not good. Oh, no. Shame, for shame, for shame. I need to be at 4. So let's do this again. I guess I can do... Ah, okay. Close. So close. So we want this block up here, and we want to be at not 5, 4. There we go. Okay. I can be smart. It just takes my brain a second to recalibrate. Okay, so here we have it in 2. This is a serious time problem. So we want 4 again. 5's not good. We want 4 or 3. Okay. 50. What? Okay. Okay, interesting. Is it like a nuke or something? Probably not. Probably not a nuke. Can I put that? Oh. Okay, noted. Noted. I see the vision. I see the concept. I see how we're doing this.
Fammin11 says, oh, I forgot to change the bomb timer, lol.
I think it works. It works. Oh. Okay, what we're gonna do is... Smart. I'm very proud of myself for that one. I think the laser blowing it up was... I think, unironically, that was a... I like it being blown up by the laser more than a timer thing. I'd almost say remove the timer from that one. I don't know how obvious it would be. Okay, I see 2 things here. We want 5. Oh, too late. 3, 2, no. Oh, nope. What we really need is we need a first 3, 2... No. What I need is we need to cut off I need to cut off the last piece here. There we go. Now let's move that block where it needs to be first. Okay. Wait, no, it's fine. It might not be fine. Oh, it's not fine. That was close to being fine. I need to cut it in 2 parts. Four is the correct number. Because I need 4 so I don't get shot. That's the lesson learned. Okay, so we got the 1. 4. Now, let's see if it's optimized. I need to get that 1 block. It wasn't. Okay, so... Actually, wait, hold up. No, it does matter. How am I doing this? Oh, that hurts. That's so close! That's wrong! That's fine. Okay, let's try this again. We need...
Benim_dev says got my game up on itch now.
No gameplay yet?
No gameplay yet though, tongue sticking out.
I can take a look at it. Give me 1 second. I am being not very smart right now. Wait, no, hold up. Hold up.
Benim_dev says no worries, take your time. This game looks awesome. https://benim-dev.itch.io/saturation-diving-bell.
I feel like you have a very similar concept to Songer, because Songer's also doing a diving game. I haven't played his though, so I can't really speak to it, but what do I do here? I am... Okay, let's try this again. I need to cut off 3, right?
Benim_dev says cool, I've got to chat with him. Currently looking for a shepherd tone LUL.
A shepherd tone? Awesome. For shepherd tone, just go to free... If you look up shepherd tone on free sound, there's a couple of them. I used it for the quick time attack. 3, 2, too far. I'm gonna just have that there. Okay, this is about as perfect. Oh, is that enough? That hurts my soul. That hurts my soul. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, what I'm thinking is 3. No. No. I'm getting the timing wrong here. Okay, that's correct, kind of. The angling is wrong. I need a... Wait. Close. So close. This was a hard one. This one's really making me think a little bit. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Still doable? No, it's not. So close, yet no.
Fammin11 says sorry for making you suffer.
No, this is fun. I like puzzles. I like having to think. I will say, it's already a pretty strong submission. No, I think it's pretty good. I'll have some critiques at the end, but as of right now, I do like it a lot. So this so far is good, technically. don't have enough moves. Yeah, I don't have enough moves. I think the correct solution would have to be something where I... Okay, let's first... I'm going to go back to my original strategy of first splitting off one piece that I can use to actually get the blue. Maybe that's actually the solution, because what if I... Wait. I need to be able to move it up, though.
Fammin11 says you need a 1x1 right in front of red gate so you have just enough time to push inside.
I think I've come to realize that, but let's try this again. I mistimed it. Man, this one's really getting me a little bit. I'm not really seeing... I see the vision. I don't see the execution. So we can get a one piece. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, this one... The other ones felt... The other ones felt so doable. This one is... This one's really making me struggle. Part of me... Part of me is thinking maybe I need to, like, get the one piece on top because that is the source of the issue. Maybe I gotta...
Fammin11 says get a 2x1 to top right below the darker tile and 1x1 to top left, then push 2x1 down and run to the 1x1.
Get 2x1 to top right below the dark line. Wait. That was the closest I've gotten. I think if... Okay, so if it's on the top... Okay, I could have moved to the top. That could have been... Yeah, okay. That one's good. That's like a bonus level. Level of level.
Fresh R4 says Pog.
Yeah. Yeah, that gave me a little bit of a headache. I need to time this right. Three, two, one. No, I don't have time. No, wait. I can make time. That's the trick. Okay, wait, I see. After that... Wait. Okay, so one. Let's first do this one, then we're gonna just wait until. Will it fire the second I press that, or will there be a second before that? Close. There we go. Okay. What do we got here? Four. Those are on twos. I forgot. So it doesn't actually. That was not the intended solution, but I'm gonna take it because I'm a playtester and I gotta do stuff like that. I think I broke your game a little bit there.
Fammin11 says yeah LMAO.
I'll take it. One second. Okay. I like this. I think it's a timing issue actually here. Maybe. I don't know. Well. Okay, I think I'm on the right path. I just need to be smarter about this. I think I just need to be able to push it straight through. That's the main issue. Okay. That was tough. Let's The bomb doesn't feel necessary in this one. I think I can do without it. I just need to get the... a very particular shape. Thank you for the follow, Fresh R4. Sorry, I'm like trying to. How many more levels do we have? Not that I'm complaining, but I'm just as a relatively curious. Okay, we got there's a bomb. Oh. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I need... There we go. Okay. This one. I'm gonna do something similar here. Actually, I want a shape like just like that. And now we want to do Is it possible to do this? I want to push it on a 2, not on a 1. So this might be a cardinality problem, or like a problem with it might not be possible to push it on. I still make it work, kind of.
Kadrim says go to top left corner.
Top left. No, because it still is same issue. Yeah. And no matter what, we get stuck in the situation because of the... No, because there's no... I think what I need to do is I need to do it in a reverse way. Let's just get rid of the bomb. Okay, so what I want to do is instead of the vertical L shape, we're going to do a lower L shape. If I can. We have the same cardinality. Same cardinal issue. Do I need to use the bottom thing to cut it? Because that might... Use a bomb. Such an interesting problem with the cardinality of this. Oh wait, hold up. Got a lowercase l, so hopefully that means... Wait, no, this is the wrong direction. Oh boy. I thought I had it. I was wrong. Okay. Okay, I thought I had it, but actually I needed the reverse of that. Is the bomb like timed perfectly to where it can create that? Let's try to see if I can get the bomb to make this for me. That's not gonna work. Same, man, the card now, okay. Okay.
Fameto023 says I stuck at LV11, how is this possible?
What level am I at right now? I actually have zero idea.
Fammin11 says you're on level 15 last level, which is level 11 when Fame played it. Older build. Fammin11 says 14 asterisk.
Wait, so I'm on the last level right now. Okay, interesting. Wait, do I just need one? Wait, this entire time? Okay, wait. Okay, that makes the problem significantly simpler. I thought I needed both, so I was making this ridiculous solution thing. Oh, it makes my life so much easier. I am... Okay, it makes my life a lot easier, but I also gotta get the right bomb out of the way. That was close. Let's time this so we... Do I need one behind me?
Fameto023 says all I can think is that I have a 1x1 before the red gate, but the timing is not enough. Fammin11 says wait a minute, why is the door open? LMAO.
I think you can open it with only a single one of those things pressed.
Fammin11 says there was only one block.
Apparently that's all I need for this. Wait, hold up. If I use the bomb... Okay, wait, hold up. This increases the... I really need to have a tail when I'm doing this. So I'm guessing is it's not possible to do this without it, I think. Unless maybe I can increase the cardinality of this by but I can't make a tail. If I use the bottom part instead of the top part. Oh, too bad. The tail gets cut off here. If I put a bomb up there, it's gonna be the same issue. I need exactly one tail. Which we get from doing this. I can't place, so based on the cardinality rule, I can only pass through with the head and the bottom part here unless I'm shielded. So if I'm shielded, which is not possible, I can't even move into the space, because based on the fact we're moving orthogonally, I can always move through here but I can never move through there. So I can always move in the lower spot right there. But I can't push anything to the lower spot because that'll blow up. Unless it's too long? Maybe I can make something that is... Let's move this bomb out of the way. We have the same exact issue. Okay. I think I'm gonna call this here. I think I've given this a good amount of time. It's pretty good. I think Countdown works really well. Fits the theme. Pretty creative. It is a nice twist on the classic like Snake-like games. I love the timing aspect of it. Sound is pretty good. Maybe have a, I will say, yeah, maybe put some music. I mean, we're using the Heartstrung music for the back end, but we can always background. But we can always putting another song behind it wouldn't hurt. I think it would be pretty like be adding with a bit of like a arcadey vibe, bit of a beat. That would be pretty good. Maybe I don't know. I think the first couple levels, which is probably what most people are going to be playing, is probably a really good example of what the countdown aspect is and how it all works. Maybe actually the first level was useful, I think, in like teaching the mechanics that need to be used. I almost feel like you can almost skip that and let them kind of mess around with the mechanics in the second level and kind of already see the countdown immediately. Regardless, I think it's not bad. It's really good. Yeah, I really no notes. I think it's well crafted. The puzzles are well thought out. Mechanics good. For a 4-day jam, pretty awesome. Anyways, I think we're going to do one more game tonight.
Fammin11 says I'll work on music later, but I sucks at making music.
You can just find some song on that's a CC0 song on freesound.org. That's what I would do if I were you. Probably find something that has like a, you know, bit of a beat.
Fammin11 says thanks for the feedback, much appreciated.
Let's look at Benham's game. Is Benham still in the chat, or I kind of spent a while trying to figure out that puzzle. Wait, the saturation diving bell isn't available. Maybe it's typed wrong?
Benim_dev says yeah.
I'm not seeing your game.
Face.
Is it
Benim_dev says wait one sec.
No worries. Was there anybody else in chat who wanted their gameplay as well? I'll play Benham's next.
Benim_dev says now.
Now, okay. Let me just reload this. Xalarus said he has going to be coming in chat tomorrow. No, I think that's last one. Unless I'm forgetting somebody. Let's take a look. Always love wait, let's do full screen. Always love the 3D games that you create. Guessing we're going down. Okay. So 128.
Benim_dev says, so I have only worked on making it feel like you are going downwards and, like the switches etc.
Okay, okay. Love the atmosphere.
Benim_dev says plus radar that detects outside movement and converts it onto the screen.
Interesting, interesting, interesting. Do you have the rest of the game planned out, or would you like me to throw ideas at the wall and see what you like?
Benim_dev says not sure where to take it, but I'm thinking of making some type of creature that you have to figure out by doing some tests and then have to try to chase it away.
Okay, okay.
Benim_dev says maybe retrieve some type of data some depths. When creature gets too close you can try to disable power to make it lose interest, I guess.
Okay, okay.
Benim_dev says not sure what to do with the gameplay. Thought about a pitch matching game, where you send out hear the creature's sound and then try to match the frequency, but that might be boring, not sir.
You know what could be interesting? What if the mechanic was, instead of going the creature route, what if the concept was that you're sent out to test out this submersible or this this underwater elevator, and you're basically, the tests require you to make it go to a certain depth, but as you go down things start going wrong and you can like correct and fix stuff, but it's clear that it's not designed to go as deep as they want you to go. So you have to like, you gotta choose whether you abort the mission and return to the surface, or try to like fix issues that they come up as you go further, press you to go further and further down. It could be like it could be like it shakes and like holes start appearing and like the lights start flickering. You gotta like have like an emergency power source, getting hard to breathe. And you can make it like the emergency system is like a multi-step process for returning to the surface. And if you start doing it, they start like getting angry with you. And if you do the emergency system, that's technically a fail state, like where you lose the game, like the ending, the end screen where you get demoted. And you can make that so it's not just like an easy out. You can make it so that the entire process, you have to try to stay alive while like flipping switches and turning keys and stuff like that, and going through an entire procedure. You know, have like a little like notebook in the game where you have to like follow the procedure to get out. And the countdown could be literally you're counting down to the depth.
Venom_dev says good points. Yeah, I thought about some type of survival game too, but I'm not sure what type of gameplay elements / puzzles would be fun. I really want to do notebook / instructions. But I'm not sure how to make a full game loop.
I'm thinking maybe have like 3 or 4 distinct kind of failures. Like oxygen failure, where you have to like you have to like regulate the flow of oxygen or something, like maybe like some tanks or something that you got to like go through and like like set up emergency oxygen or like reroute the oxygen while you're wasting resources. Or even you can have like a thing where it's like manual breathing, where you like press space to breathe. So you hold your breath for a long period of time, but it gets like darker and like you start like passing out. You could have a thing where you have to like manually pump out the water with like a tool. You gotta like go to the pump and like circle in order to like get the water to pump out. An emergency generator with like, or you can go to like an emergency generator where the power starts flickering out and you gotta like emergency generate out again. And if with the power's out, you can't initiate the return to surface initiative. You have like a control panel with like keys and stuff and like various things you have to do. So like you can like have like maybe like systems on the outside where you can't see them, but you have like a little control panel where you can be like initiate emergency things, and you have like a notebook that explains how to initiate various emergency things as they start going down or as they start failing as you go deeper and deeper down. I think if you're like juggling 3 or 4 systems, like getting the water out, emergency generator, control panel to fix error codes as they come up, that would be enough to like. And again, and you have to like read a notebook at the entire time, same time to like go through the system. I think that'll be enough to like, especially like if the light's starting to flicker and it's starting to shake and water is starting to flood in. I think that'll be enough to like keep it chaotic enough to where it's interesting and fun. And scary, primarily. I think even like a warp effect as you're like trying to lose oxygen and so on. And again, if at the same time you have to do manual breathing, so you're press space to hold your breath. And like you have to like breathe like like you hear the breathing at the same time. That would really sell the atmosphere. And I think in terms of like assets, all you would need is like a computer that you could like go down like a little screen, like a keyboard, like right here. Maybe like an emergency generator, like a flood, like a generator thing here, which you gotta spin. And maybe like a pump thing here, where you gotta pump the water out. And just have like a water asset that kind of like gurgles up, and like and just make the light flicker, make it shake, and a warping on the screen. And a notebook, obviously.
Venom_dev says that would be cool. So you think I should go away from creature system, cause my original thought was that I wanted to make it like Phasmophobia, where you have to figure out which creature it is and then read manual and then guess which creature it is and counter it based of that.
I feel like, so the main reason why I'm suggesting, well, first of all, I think the horror, like I feel like being underwater already is a pretty strong primal
says,
fear.
But your idea might be better, or like a combination of them.
I feel like, I think the reason why I'm leaning towards my concept is we already have a pretty primal fear of like being deep underwater in an enclosed container that is leaking and you're about to die. So we're already kind of leaning into a fear already. We don't need to like throw in monsters to make it more scary. If anything, it might make it more cliche. The other thing is, I think an important part of this jam is you want to lean into the counting down aspect. And I think with the monster, you can still get some kind of countdown thing where you like maybe have like a minute to figure out what the monster is before you got to return to the surface on that. But what I think would be more like, it would make the countdown really an integral part of the narrative is you are a poor diver sent essentially to his death, and you're counting down to the depth you need to be at before you can force your supervisors to return to the surface without a huge kerfuffle. So like you're literally counting down to the depth that you have to be at before you can return. And you can even make it to where like you're like initially intended to be like at 500 meters, but then your supervisor calls and says that if you go deeper, then you'll be commended and give military medals, and you know you can like set this like in like the USSR or something like that. You like do something like crazy where like you'll come back and we will reward you greatly for going an additional 100 meters, just 100 more meters, and you're like knee deep in water and trying to pump all the water out. I think that would be like such like a dark feeling. It could be even cool if, like, in order to like even further sell the counting down aspect, you could do something where like the character is like 100 meters, halfway there, 200 meters, just a little bit more, and he's like literally counting down to the depth that he needs to be at. At least that's my take. That's my read of it. I think the vibe right now is so strong. I feel like trying to add a monster would be like I think you could still do it. I think there is a way to make it like a monster more interesting, but like this is giving like already like claustrophobia vibes. Like add a bit of like sway to the camera, like make the gravity like kind of so like you're kind of like feeling like you're disoriented. You can make this feel so dangerous.
Fresh R4 says the suspense is plenty without a monster present.
Yeah, exactly. This is my take. Plus, I feel like with only like a day and how many hours left do we have?
Venom_dev says rumble plus pressure, hearing the hull.
Yeah, and like I feel like also like a visual like thing where it rumbles, and like if you like add a bit of sway, so the gravity like has a small warp to it, and like you're like literally like careening, and like you get the screen gets darker. You can add so many layers of like just very subtle camera movements and like physical controls to just make it feel so nauseating. Like I feel like you could actually get people properly seasick in the game, which I think is like really cool. Yeah, we have 1 day and 9 hours to code like a full monster system that is like unique and interesting. That would be a lot of work, and also tying into the countdown. I think trying to narrow in the mechanics on just the countdown and just some very basic behaviors to like make it feel a bit like worse and like remediate it. That is gonna be a really strong feel, and I think it's very doable in the last day of work. But yeah, that's my read. I think I like the vibe of what you have.
Venom_dev says, but I want to keep my sonar system. What do you think about going deeper to retrieve some data? You can see like a blue dot on the sonar, so you can send out some type of drone to retrieve it. Like objective-wise.
I don't know. I guess you could, but I feel like you're diluting it. I guess you could keep the sonar as like a vibe element, but I feel like the radar might dilute it a little bit. Or maybe you can make the radar be an aspect where you look at the radar, and if a creature gets too close, you do like a warning shock. So it'll be another system to like you pull...
_dev says add.
Okay.
Benim_dev says, but like main objective is to go deeper to retrieve data. Once you reach assertion point dash do a puzzle to retrieve it. Command tells you that you have to go deeper to retrieve another package.e, but doing so make the bell unstable, meaning that you have to sustain it.
I guess you could. I think you're overscoping a little bit, though. I mean, I can't really speak to the exact, like, your current...
BL0CKH3 @_ says, I finally posted my game. Woohoo.
Yay! Good job, Blockhead. But yeah, I feel like you're overscoping a little bit. I feel like you're... I think, you know, I'm right there with you. I often add more stuff to my game, you know, it's kind of like, you know, keep it. But to some degree, first of all, with the jam this short, you really want to make sure that you're like, you pick the hill to die on. That's really important, is you really want to pick one singular hill and you want to really defend it. And I feel like the biggest pillar is the vibe, and trying to add in more mechanical stuff is going to, first of all, add on more scope, which can be hard to maintain. And also I feel like it's going to be like, I think it's not going to really help the end feel of the game. I think really like keeping the gameplay loop very obvious and straightforward, and like making it to the point where like it feels like one specific vibe, not just like, because I feel like to some degree, like pure survival is going to be like one really defensible pillar, but I start adding like research, like all these like various things we got to like do these puzzles and so on, it's going to start to feel less like, oh yeah, I'm like, I think there is a place for it, but I feel like it might be diluting it too much. And I feel like also it's not going to necessarily like the big thing about the game is countdown. You gotta remember, countdown is what when they're looking for you know, the potential first place, or in general all these like things, they're going to be looking for stuff that is towards the countdown. You're going to be rated better if counting down is the primary pillar of the game. So I think you could if you want to, but and I think you can go in that direction. Personally, if I had to make a recommendation, I would say no. Personally, that's just my take. But again, I'm again not you, so do it that as you may. I'm just here to give my perspective. I think you have a really good thing so far. So I guess if you really want here, if you want a hybrid suggestion where I'm also like taking into account like the stuff you want to add on, try to get the loop I described locked down first, where you get the survival aspect completely figured out. And once you get once you get the base loop locked in, then you can start thinking about adding puzzles. Like do a quick exploration, make a puzzle and see if it fits into the game. And if it does, if you play test it, if you send some people and they're like, yes, that works, then yes, perfect. Keep it in. But treat it more like an exploration rather than like something that you're putting into the loop right now. I think that is like my hybrid suggestion, is that can be an exploration if you have the time and the base loop is set. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, this is my thoughts. Blockhead, what is your game title? If you have any other, like, if you want to bounce some more ideas back and forth, I can give you my thought. I don't know. I feel like my feedback is only worth so much, though. Development is such a
Benim_dev says, yeah, I agree with you. It's just that I can't see how I would make the mechanics, like it would either feel repetitive or I have to make it feel like panic. Cause the loop will be, wait dash something breaks dash repair dash wait.
I think leaning more towards like panic and monitoring is probably more important. I would say think about it more like FNAF, because in FNAF, it's not like something's happening all the time, but at any point something can happen, right? So you're constantly checking the monitors, you're constantly checking the cameras. In your case, it could be you're constantly checking the oxygen level, you're constantly checking the radar and see if there's a creature you got to scare off, or you're constantly checking if there is a if the water level is rising. You're constantly like watching the floor, or you're constantly checking the battery. You're constantly checking all these systems, making sure they're operational. So even if you're not actively doing something at every single possible second, something could happen. So you're always on edge. So you're, because I feel like a lot of times we're scared of empty space, but a lot of games really use empty space to sell the vibe. So, I mean, like think about like in those horror games, there isn't a jump scare happening every 5 seconds. A lot of it is just walking down a hallway or like seeing something disturbing. It's like there is something to be had in empty space. And as long as like it's not like nothing to do in empty space, nothing to check, nothing to do, like it's completely, if it's a static screen, that's a different story. But because there's stuff for them to explore and look at, you can even make things where they can read through the papers. If you have like a journal, they can read through it and like maybe they put a little bit of lore in there, put a bit of narrative in there. Or maybe you can do a thing where, again, like the escape protocol of like returning to the surface, that's an entire process in of itself. So maybe that could be a outcome or a path in the game where they're doing all these things to return to the surface because they're gonna die otherwise. So they're frantically, so returning to the surface is a task in of itself on top of their tasks for an easy way out, but also they know that that's like a bad ending. If that makes any sense. So there's always that possibility in their head, but they got to start it early and they got to, work on it or else it's more difficult. So you get these like conflicting interests, which kind of adds more depth. That I definitely think could be more of a stretch goal though. You could just keep it more of like, go as deep as you can and like convince higher command to return it to the surface. But yeah, and I think,
Benim_dev says, yeah, I need to find a risk/reward system. Like a depth quota maybe?
Yeah, maybe like a depth quota, or maybe like you can do a thing where, I don't know. A depth quota could be pretty good, or it could be just,
BL0CKH3 says, I tried this game too, but I didn't want to click that many times even if it's grouped. This game should consider adding a group chat.
Yeah, I think my thoughts on it are that this is more of like an experiential thing. And I think it's a good thing for like, like I'm just like chilling, chatting. I can just be tapping on it while I'm chatting with you guys. It's get my name on the leaderboard. But yeah, Blockhead, do you have your game? Do you have your game ready for me to take a look at?
BL0CKH3 @_ says you can search It's About Time, or should I post the link here?
I can look it up. It's about time. Here, let me just finish with my. Probably gonna. Yeah, gonna make you break. Okay, let's take a look. So it's about time. ngdevelop. So going backwards. Okay. Okay, so I can use.
BL0CKH3 @_ says arrow keys not working?
I'm used to WASD personally.
Benim_dev says thanks for the feedback and input. I will leave and go and work on it for a while.
Yeah.
CYA. Band 9 happy.
I hope it was useful to some degree. Interesting. This feels more like a loop than countdown, if I'm being honest. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but... I guess there's still the aspect of counting down, so I think it's enough there for it to be,
BL0CKH3 @_ says I thought that too. It was closer to last year's theme than this year's.
Yeah. There is still a countdown element, so I'm not going to say that it's too far away for it to be valid, but... Okay, so the snail is only available once. One second. Um... Okay. Oops, daisy. Am I missing something?
BL0CKH3 @_ says gotta restart.
Oh, I
For
see.
correct
So,
order.
okay. So it's like an ordering thing. I overthought it. Wait. Oops, daisy.
BL0CKH3 @_ says you can do that. I wasn't able to make that jump.
Yeah, no, as a playtester, I'm used to breaking things on a regular basis. I feel like when you play games or play test games as often as I have, you get used to like doing stuff like that. Wait. I knew it was gonna happen. I just messed with the jump. I knew it. You saw me do it. Ah, wait. I got I gotta do it my way. Oh. You know I gotta be silly. Wait. Ah. This guy lost a second earlier.
BL0CKH3 @_ says yeah, that jump is impossible.
Don't
I tested it.
Don't say it's
The
impossible.
button is always pressed.
I can do this. Ha! Ah, that was good. I'm proud of myself.
BL0CKH3 @_ says WTH. I guess I have to fix many bugs.
Yep. I mean, that's what a playtester is for. I'm kind of ridiculous that way. Well, let's try it again. Ah. Ah. I can't cheese this one as much as the other ones.
BL0CKH3 @ says don't press the fourth.
Wait, hold up. I can do it first try. 1 second. I'm gonna cheese it. Half my job is this cheesing mechanics. Ah, ha 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 ha. So close.
BL0CKH3 @ says it is possible first try. I have done it myself and left it there cause I thought it was hard enough for the game.
Ah, ha ha. Okay, whatever. I'll do it the correct way. Ah! I'm gonna try and... Wait, I got this. There we go. There we go. But yeah, so my thoughts on it are it's okay. It's kind of simplistic. I think the artwork could use a bit more work. I think it's good in terms of like simplicity.
BL0CKH3 @ says did you like it?
It was okay. I think it's one of those games where it's like okay as like what I would consider like a beginner developer game. But I don't think it's a game that I would normally rank extremely highly. I feel like it wasn't really there was some challenging elements to it for sure, like in terms of like, but a lot of the concepts were very simple. Like there wasn't really like much thinking involved. And I don't know. The thing about it is with games like these, because I think these are very common, is that you kind of get into this place where you really need something that completely breaks the mold in order to like really be very interesting. And I think the loop with like various power-ups, I think I've seen at least several games that have something like that. I wouldn't really consider it like novel, and also it kind of like stretched out a little bit far. Like there was nothing where it was like a level where it was like, okay, this was actually like super interesting or something like I wasn't expecting. I don't know. Personally, I might just not be the target audience, which is also fine. But, you know, it was like an okay beginner game. That's the way I view it, personally. I think in order to improve it, maybe like locking down a better core, like having like, instead of having like 10 levels.
BL0CKH3 @ says I'm gonna try harder to live up to expectations.
Yeah, no, I think my perspective on it is try to find a way, because right now, again, I think for me, it feels more like a looping game rather than a countdown game. Try to find a way to make the countdown more central. So that could be something like maybe the countdown, there is something that has to do with the countdown more. So like it's like maybe at the countdown, at a certain time, certain things happen. Or maybe the aspect of the countdown is...
BL0CKH3 @ says you can try my other game. That isn't a GMTK game, but I think you are the exact audience of that game.
Yeah. Well, I might have to call stream over soon. But I do think that. Yeah, I'll finish giving my thoughts on this one. I think having fewer levels with a deeper concept that is really tied more intrinsically, like finding a way to make the mechanics really say countdown, and the countdown's really important. Like, it could be something where maybe the countdown isn't on the entire level, but on particular objects, where you have to like really time it correctly. Or maybe it's a thing where
BL0CKH3 @ says we'll consider that.
I feel like also adding a bit more. I think keeping it simplistic is a good idea, especially for a 4-day jam. Maybe adding a bit more like intrigue to the background, or adding some stuff to the foreground that makes it feel a bit more like having more depth and not as flat and one-dimensional. That could help a lot too. I feel like the sound of the clock thing is okay, but maybe like making that quieter and adding something over it, like a melody that's at the same time, like the same speed of a melody. So like the beat is on the melodies also with the clock thing. So it isn't just, because I think after like a couple minutes of hearing this, it kind of gets a bit jarring. Although I do like the fact that it is on the beat when the countdowns were happening. I think that's all my thoughts, like just from an initial dive. But yeah, I think it's not horrible. It's definitely a good, like it's good for a starter developer. I'm not sure what your experience level is, but especially for using gdevelop, because I feel like gdevelop kind of ties into
BL0CKH3 @ says I did try adding a melody, but I didn't find anything suitable. Maybe gotta try once more.
Yeah, I mean, also on top of that, instead of doing a melody, if you really wanted, you can find some ambiance. Like, you can find something like, depending on the vibe you want to go for, maybe you can find outdoor ambiance, or cave ambiance, or just something to make the background feel more alive and more like, again, depth. I think the thing the game is lacking the most is depth and like intrigue. I think that's the main thing that kind of makes it feel this way. It still feels very great boxed.
Says Pixabay is a great resource.
Pixabay for sound, Pixabay is good. For sound, freesound.org is where I would recommend. Just make sure it's CC0 so you have the rights to use it, depending on how you want to, how much you want to use the game down the line. CC0 is the safest option, so that's what I normally go for. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it here. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Sorry, I'm getting tired. I can kind of feel my energy starting to dry up, and I'm not like, my brain is shriveling, and I got like 2 brain cells. Now I got 1, and that's about to wither and die. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed. I hope my feedback was marginally useful. I hope if you want, you can talk more in Discord out of stream. I'm there usually. I'll also be in the GMTK Discord, just chatting around. I'll also be streaming tomorrow, hopefully a little bit sooner. I'm planning to do 8 p.m., but as people who watch me regularly know, I rarely hold a schedule very well. But yeah, everyone's games so far were pretty good. I had a lot of fun. Always fun to kind of experience people's ideas and concepts and the stuff they spend time on. Hope you guys all enjoyed, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Also, if you haven't already, the Discord's in the bio, and don't forget to subscribe or follow or whatever, depending on whether on YouTube or on Twitch or whatever, if you are interested in seeing more streams and, getting more feedback.